Let's talk about relationships. They are complex, multifaceted, and often require a delicate balance of communication, trust, and mutual respect to thrive. Specifically, let's talk about a tactic some claim can bring a woman back into your life: ignoring her. This strategy, often touted in various self-help forums and dating advice columns, suggests that by withdrawing attention, you can make someone miss you and want to reconnect. It's a controversial idea, and for good reason. Many people argue that it borders on emotional manipulation and can cause more harm than good in the long run. Manipulating someone is never the answer to a relationship problem. Healthy relationships are built on mutual understanding and respect, not on tactics designed to control or influence the other person's feelings. But to understand why this strategy is flawed, we need to dig into the psychology behind it. The idea of ignoring someone to make them want you more is rooted in the concept of scarcity and the human tendency to desire what seems out of reach. This isn't about playing games, it's about understanding the deeper emotional triggers that can be activated by such tactics. When someone feels ignored, it can create a sense of insecurity and anxiety, which might temporarily increase their desire for attention. This is about understanding the motivations that might drive someone to try such a tactic. Often, it's a sign of desperation or a lack of confidence in one's ability to maintain a relationship through genuine connection. It's about recognizing the difference between healthy attraction and the fleeting interest that can come from playing on someone's insecurities. True attraction is built on a foundation of mutual respect and genuine interest in each other's well-being. The truth is, relationships thrive on honesty and respect. These are the cornerstones of any meaningful connection, and without them, any relationship is likely to falter. Ignoring someone undermines both of those things. It creates a dynamic where one person feels undervalued and unimportant, which can lead to resentment and further distance. So while we'll explore the psychology behind why ignoring someone might seem to work in the short term, remember this: genuine connection can't be built on manipulation. True, lasting relationships are nurtured through open communication, empathy, and mutual respect. One reason ignoring someone might seem to reignite their interest is the principle of scarcity. We naturally place a higher value on things that are less available. Think about it. A limited edition item seems more desirable, right? The same principle can apply to attention. When you shower someone with constant attention, it becomes less valuable. But withdraw that attention, and suddenly it becomes something they crave. This isn't about playing hard to get. It's about recognizing that constantly seeking validation from someone can make you appear less attractive. It's about finding a balance between showing interest and maintaining your own independence. Humans crave validation. It's a fundamental need. From the moment we are born, we seek approval and recognition from those around us. This desire for validation is deeply rooted in our psychology and can significantly impact our self-esteem and overall well-being. When someone we're interested in ignores us, it can trigger a deep-seated insecurity. This feeling of being overlooked or unimportant can be incredibly painful. It often leads us to question our own value and worthiness. Suddenly, we question our own worth. We start to doubt ourselves and wonder if there's something inherently wrong with us. This self-doubt can be paralyzing and can affect various aspects of our lives, from our personal relationships to our professional endeavors. We start to wonder why we're not getting the attention we think we deserve. This can lead to a cycle of negative thinking, where we constantly compare ourselves to others and feel inadequate. It's a vicious cycle that can be hard to break. This need for validation can drive us to seek attention from the very person who's ignoring us. We may go to great lengths to get noticed, even if it means compromising our own values or well-being. We start going out of our way to try to get a reaction, any reaction, just to prove to ourselves that we're still worthy of attention. This behavior can become exhausting and can take a toll on our mental health. Again, this isn't about intentionally making someone feel insecure. It's about our own need to feel validated and appreciated. It's a natural human response, but it's important to recognize when it becomes unhealthy. It's about understanding that healthy relationships involve two individuals who are secure in themselves. When both parties feel confident and valued, the relationship can thrive and grow. When you're constantly seeking validation from someone else, it can create an unhealthy dynamic. It's essential to find a balance and ensure that your self-worth isn't solely dependent on external validation. Building self-confidence and self-acceptance is key to maintaining healthy and fulfilling relationships. Ignoring someone as a strategy to win them back is a gamble, and it's one that often backfires. The idea might seem appealing at first, especially if you're feeling hurt or rejected. You might think that by pulling away, you'll make the other person realize what they're missing. But in reality, this tactic can lead to more harm than good. In the early stages of dating, for example, being ignored can be interpreted as disinterest. This can create confusion and anxiety, making the other person question their worth and the potential of the relationship. Instead of drawing them closer, it often pushes them away. Why would someone continue to pursue someone who doesn't seem to care? The natural response to being ignored is to protect oneself to avoid further emotional pain. This can lead to a cycle of avoidance and misunderstanding where both parties feel neglected and undervalued. Ignoring someone can also damage trust, particularly if it becomes a pattern. Trust is a crucial component of any relationship, and once it's broken, it can be incredibly difficult to rebuild. Consistent neglect can make the other person feel unimportant and unloved. Relationships are built on a foundation of communication and emotional availability. Open and honest conversations help partners understand each other's needs and feelings. When both parties are willing to listen and share, it fosters a deeper connection and mutual respect. When you consistently withdraw and refuse to engage, it erodes the very foundation of the relationship. Over time, this can lead to resentment and a sense of isolation. The person being ignored may start to feel like their feelings and opinions don't matter. The truth is, ignoring someone isn't a magic solution. It's a temporary fix that doesn't address the underlying issues. While it might provide a short-term sense of control or relief, it ultimately leaves both parties feeling more disconnected. It's a band-aid that might temporarily mask deeper issues. These unresolved problems will eventually resurface, often in more damaging ways. It's important to address conflicts head-on and work through them together. If you're considering using this tactic, ask yourself, what are you hoping to achieve? Reflect on your motivations and the potential consequences. Are you trying to communicate your hurt, or are you seeking revenge? Understanding your own feelings can help you find healthier ways to express them. And are there healthier ways to address the problems in your relationship? Seeking professional help, like therapy, can provide valuable insights and tools for improving communication. Reading self-help books or researching relationship advice can also offer new perspectives and strategies. Remember, the goal is to build a stronger, more resilient relationship, not to win a game of emotional tug-of-war. Section 5. The dark side of ignoring, manipulation, and control. Here's the real danger in using ignoring as a relationship tactic. It can be a form of manipulation. When you intentionally withdraw your attention to elicit a specific response from someone, you're attempting to control their behavior. This can create a toxic cycle of dependency. The person being ignored becomes desperate for approval, constantly seeking to regain the attention they've lost. This power imbalance can be incredibly damaging, leading to feelings of anxiety, low self-esteem, and even depression. Remember, healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and equality. When one person holds all the cards, it creates an unhealthy dynamic that benefits no one. Section 6. Building healthy relationships. A foundation of respect. So, if ignoring someone isn't the answer, what is? How do you build a healthy, fulfilling relationship? It starts with respect. Respect for yourself and respect for the other person. Respect means valuing someone's thoughts, feelings, and boundaries. It means listening to them, even when you don't agree. It means communicating openly and honestly, even when it's difficult. Respect also means taking responsibility for your own actions and emotions. It means not resorting to manipulative tactics to get what you want. It means approaching relationships with integrity and authenticity. Section 7. The power of self-improvement and communication. Instead of trying to manipulate someone into giving you attention, focus on yourself. Invest in your own growth and development. Pursue your passions. Cultivate meaningful relationships with friends and family. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, you naturally become more attractive. You radiate confidence and self-assurance. And perhaps most importantly, you become less dependent on external validation. At the same time, work on improving your communication skills. Learn to express your needs and desires clearly and respectfully. Learn to listen actively and empathetically. Healthy communication is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. Section 8. Embrace authenticity. Building relationships on genuine care. The most fulfilling relationships are built on a foundation of genuine care and connection. They're not about playing games or manipulating someone into giving you what you want. They're about two individuals who choose to show up for each other day after day with honesty, vulnerability, and love. So, ditch the manipulative tactics. Leave the games behind. Focus on building genuine connections based on mutual respect, open communication, and a shared desire for growth and happiness. That's where true fulfillment lies.